Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only Cookie Pirate. And we're listening to some special music, because the song is called Maui Medley by the one and only brother IZ Israel Kamakawiwola. He's an awesome, well, was an awesome musician. He passed away many years ago, unfortunately. But they sing about this island, Maui, where I've been. I'm not even gonna try. Alright, so we're gonna fly the Diamond DA40. We're going from Hana on the east end of Maui. This is what happens. We're going to Lanai City on Lanai Island, just to the west. I love it. Let's do a pushback. Oh, I don't have a lot of room to move around. Okay. I have to get back on this plane here. Nice fuel truck moving around. Shoo! I hope I don't get copyright struck by playing this song on here, but nah, I don't think Maui no Ka'oi means Maui is the greatest. Like Maui is the best. Alright, we'll push back right up against the building here. That's just so good, though. Back to the usual music for now. Alright, the pushback guys need to get out of the way. Alright. I'll tell you what I'm actually gonna do is just shortcut instead of running through all the checklists again like I always do. Engine is started. Everything will be coming on. So, real quick, I'll review the route. Basically, we're going to be flying over the island of Maui, and then slightly over the water, and then over to Lanai Island, and we'll land at Lanai City, which is here. Now, what we'll need to do, because the land up here is about 7,000 feet, and this is only going to be not even a 30-minute flight, so we're probably not even going to climb that high. In fact, I may even just Yeah, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. gonna set the altitude. Just to 6,500. Let's hit the altimeter real quick. Alright, parking brake has been released. And this is more kind of just a fun kind of sightseeing. There's like trucks and everything in the way though. And I need them all to move. And yeah. Nice. Drive right through my wingtip. Alright, so the wind is very strong out of the east. Huh. Yeah, they gotta do something about this ramp clutter. And while we're taxiing down the runway, we'll make sure takeoff trim is set. We do need to put flaps to half. It's beautiful out here. I've been to Hana. I've not been to the Hana airport, but I've been to the town. A lot of really beautiful waterfalls on this windward side of Maui. It gets a lot more rain than the leeward side. So it's very lush, densely forested in comparison. Alright, here's our turnaround point. Alright, and we are lined up. We're looking for 69 knots to rotate. Engine instruments are green. Airspeed is alive. There's 70 we can rotate. And this is where we gotta be careful because it's narrow and there's a lot of trees. Alright, flaps up. Waiting for 800. We're just gonna climb out at VY. Certainly a little rocky up here. Alright. 800 feet, now we're gonna do a left turn out over the water. Come back around because we can't turn right because of terrain. I'm gonna turn FLC on at 80, yeah, it's at 89, that's fine. We're in a bit of a steep turn. Turn the autopilot on. Oh, didn't want to come on. Now it does. And we'll do set nav mode. Should track the GPS. Ooh, it is bumpy up here. Holy cow. And then that'll get us kind of pointed, and we'll just use our heading indicator to kind of... Because if you look at where we level off, we're going to be too low in some places here. So what we can do is actually just turn this way. Kind of stay along this track. So we'll actually set that heading. forgot that should be on. This is why we do checklists. So we don't forget stuff. Let's see, we get a little bit of a... Actually, a lot of tailwind. You can't really see it, but right over the top of this is the great... well, you can kind of see it if you look out kind of up here, is Haleakala, which is the tallest mountain on, well, the taller of the two, I should say, because there's only really two, on Maui. It's 10,000 feet tall, or about 3,000 meters. And, you can actually drive to the top and watch sunrises. And sunsets. The sunrises are said to be even better, though. So our heading is taking us out this way, keeping us clear of the low terrain. So we're still only at 4,000. There's plenty of land that's way above us. We're only cruising at 6,500. Where we are at the green, we can actually turn this to... We can turn to 270, and we'd be completely safe of terrain clearance. And even probably do 265, we'd be okay. We'll just leave it at 270 for now. Oh! So if you look this way, you can see the big island of Hawaii. This is Mauna Kea. And then Mauna Loa is back here. That's pretty neat. Once we level off at 6,500, we can do another course correction. If you look, and we'll actually go outside the cockpit right here. There's a couple towns. There is, yeah, here it is, the road to Hana, or the Hana Highway. It is winding. It's like 34 miles, but it takes almost 2 hours to drive. There's the town of Hana. There's a state park with black sand beach and like lava tubes. Not hot lava, but cooled, that have become almost kind of caves. And one of them you can actually swim in. It's Waiapanapana State Park. Over there at the east end of Maui. Somewhere around here is a famous place called the Three Bears Falls. I actually went swimming there, and I lost a contact lens in that waterfall. Beautiful place, though. Alright, well, we have reached our cruising altitude, and we actually can come back on the power to... Let's go 75%. Alright, and then what we can actually do is, now that the course is good for our altitude, we can actually turn to 240 and then we'll intercept the track. So you can see these kind of canyons right here, but now Now we can see up almost, not quite to the summit, but you're getting close. It's right up here is the summit. It starts to kind of bear out a little bit. Really beautiful, the windward side of Maui. So what we're looking at right now is, this is the West Maui volcano, which is largely eroded. This is Kahului, which is the main city on Maui, and the Kahului airport. Out here is the island of Molokai. Little bit of clouds up ahead. That's not really restricting our... Let's see. No, it is a little bit. In the real world, we would fly around these if we're VFR. We're just gonna go through them right now, just for simplicity and whatnot. So you can see it kind of thins out up here. There's the summit of Haleakala up at the top here. Just over 10,000 feet. Not really sure why the engine started to drop power like that. It's done that a couple times, and I don't understand why it does. We are coming up on the nav GPS track. Go ahead and switch to that. Alright, turning away from Haleakala, more toward the west. But this is Lanai Island, which is where we're going, so we're gonna fly pretty much over Kihei, which is the large town in South Maui. And we'll be just over the top of just over the top of this. We're doing 142 over the ground. Wind is gentle over here. Although we might get into some heavier wind. Look at this road. Look at how it winds like back and forth up like that. That's funny. So, Kihei, right up here, a lot of shopping, resorts, and stuff like that. Then down here is Wailea, Makena. You have a little hill here. You have some resorts. And a place called Big Beach, which is a really large, hence the name, public beach people all over Maui go to. Island of Kahulawe, which is uninhabited. And in between the two is the Molokini crater. Really, really good snorkeling and scuba diving spot. There's the Kahului airport. And here's the city of Kahului and Wailuku. Down here, this is a ton of sugarcane fields. Yeah. And it feels very flat because it is. It's really weird when you have these large... And I mean, it's one thing to see it in the sim on a screen, but you actually see it in person, you don't really get the concept of just exactly how tall it is until you see it in person. It's quite large. Yeah, Maui's beautiful though. Highly recommend it. if you look back in a minute, you'll probably be able to see the big island of Hawaii again. It's about 12 minutes en route. We need to descend to... Ah, whoops. That's where we're going, and the elevation... I'm trying to remember. I think the elevation's fairly high. I can look. I'll just pull the chart up real quick. No, 1300. Yeah, so we'll just... Now, we will be coming over some high terrain on the island. Which is over 3300, so we really can't go much below about 4000 until we get on the other side of that. Alright, so we've passed over the water. Here's the backside of South Maui. Kihei, Wailea, Makena. Now we can see the big island again. This is Kohala, and then Mauna Loa, I believe, is right behind it, and Mauna Kea should show up shortly. Kalalave, and Molokini Crater is just off the wingtip, kind of hidden under the wing right now. Lanai, where we're going, and then here's Molokai, and I think you can just barely get... No, that's the second half of Molokai. Well, I guess Oahu is not currently visible, although it may show up when we get closer to Lanai. So Lanai was famous for where all the pineapples were grown. Yeah, I thought that would show the altitudes, but it's actually the runway length. Or altitudes, elevation of the airport, I should say. If you take a look back out here now... It's not showing up real great because of some cloud cover out here. If you look at it now... Yeah. And actually, this is Mauna Kea, not Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa's out over here, but it's actually kind of hidden right now by clouds. I think I can almost see the resort that I stayed at. Well, from a distance it hasn't kind of spawned up, so... There's the port town. We're about to fly right over the... Yeah, we did. The western side of the island. And this is where the town of Lahaina is, and then, Kapalua Airport and Kana'apali, I think it is up here. And Lahaina was the town that was damaged severely by all the wildfires last year. There we go, finally got the music on point. I didn't get the bookmark right. Yeah, see, we're coming right over this ridge, which is about 3,300 feet at its highest. Alright, we'll zoom in here and take a look. So West Molokai is over here, and it looks like Oahu is actually hidden in clouds at the moment. Like I said, it may show up a little bit when we get... We may not be able to see it actually, because it's a bit further out. And we're not really high up. Where it would be... Can't zoom in anymore, but it would kind of be right out up over here. And there are scattered clouds kind of all around Oahu when I'm looking at it right now. Even though over all these islands it's pretty much clear. And then there's beautiful weather up at Kauai. Yeah. Oh well. Not much you can do there. Beautiful view of Maui. So here's the town of Lahaina. And... Or is this maybe... I think that's... Oh, here! Yeah! And then the Kaanapali coast is up here, and Kapalua is Molokai. There it is! Okay, so here is Oahu. Alright. Just now starting to become visible. Ironically, it may have been that we're zoomed in too far. And here is the island of Lanai. And here's the airport. So we can go ahead and begin a descent. We'll start down to 4,000 feet for right now. Set the vertical speed. And we'll go down. Just an easy 700 feet per minute. We'll come back on the power. Leave fuel pumps on. We'll do fuel transfer. Not really worried about the lights. We'll just, yeah. This is more just kind of a explore for fun. I'm not really worried about all the checklists and stuff. Although I shouldn't break the habit of doing them, because it is really a good habit. Aha! That's a rendering thing, I guess. Yeah, no, now it's visible again. Zoomed in. Kauai is not visible. Alright, quick altimeter check there. Wind is going to be stronger up here. The wind currently at Lanai is showing 05016 gusting to 23. Ooh. Yeah. New clouds 2200. Okay. Yes, we're definitely going to be turning around and landing on, I believe it's... Is it runway 5? No, it's runway 3. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna land on runway 3. take the power out a bit more even. And we can continue down. Let's just set the descent to 2,000 feet. We'll just watch if any of this terrain here turns yellow. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I think with our current altitude, we're plenty high. Let's go power all the way out, and let's lower this to 1,000 feet. Yep, and we are getting some yellow. It's probably just this peak right here. We're already on the back side of it, so we're okay. Keep coming down to 2,000. No, we don't want to go to 2,000 because airport elevation is 1,300. So let's go to 2,500. We could look up the traffic pattern altitude of the airport. Given that its elevation is 1,300, I bet you it'd be 23 or 2,400, but we'll just do 25 for now as a safe number. This island, I think, only has about 3,000 people living on it. It is the most lightly populated of the Hawaiian Islands, with the exception of Niihau, which is private. Look at that view of Maui right there. And then, yeah, there's the big island in the back. That's cool. Alright, so here's the airport. So what we're gonna do is actually go ahead and clear that. Turn the fuel transfer off. And we're gonna get ready to hand fly. And we're gonna fly just a very simple traffic pattern. Coming in for runway 5. Or runway 3, I'm sorry. So we want to fly about a 210 heading out here. We're a little off. We'll go ahead and turn the landing light on. So there's the runway end, so we can start descent. And let's go ahead and do half flaps. Come down. Yeah, and we're off course a bit. We're drifting. Alright, and we're kind of low. Let's go ahead and turn base. Add a little power. And I'm looking for... Yeah, we messed this one up a little bit. It's alright. This wind is going to push us, so we're going to have to time this base turn pretty well. Also turned out wide. Probably should have set up a longer final approach. Let's go ahead and do full flaps. We'll add the power in. And let's do our final approach turn. And we've gained altitude, which is good for It's pushing us a little bit. We're low. We need to come up a bit. What do we have? A Fassi? Yep. You don't see a lot of these anymore. Take power out though. Need to turn in this way a bit. Wind 18, 19 knots, a very strong wind. So we actually need to carry a little more power with us. We're a little bit high. But with the wind like this, that's okay. That is bugged. Look at that. The markings are not aligned. That's weird. Something's off with that. There's like the airport imagery. Hey, how did that happen? Anyway, we're 200 feet above. We're stable. It's a very rocky approach. With the wind being as strong as it is. But we're looking okay. Let's go ahead and take the power out. Oh, not too bad. Our ground speed, we're only doing 45, but the airspeed is like over 60. That's just how strong the wind is here. Welcome to Lanai Island. Alright. Flaps up. Parking brake is set. Just under a half-hour flight. Not bad. And the propeller is spinning because of the wind. Ah. And plenty of room to make this. Yeah, that's perfect. And there's the island of Lanai. Looks pretty. I definitely want to do more island hopping around Hawaii. That's what I dreamed of when I first started flying. So we could do these hops to a bunch of different airports. There's a ton of airports on Oahu. There are 2 on Molokai. 3 on Maui. There's several on the Big Island, of course. 2, 3, 4. A 5th one that's private. And then there are 3 or 4, yeah, 4 on Kauai. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 or 6 on Oahu. Yeah, so I mean, there's a ton of places that you can go. And if you take a seaplane, you can go pretty much anywhere. So, yep. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight, folks. Thanks for flying along. Hope to have you on the next one. And until then, take care and stay safe. We'll see ya.